Damn it. I was going to have him go and spend all my income back. Pete, refill your hand. I had a whole subplot that I was going to spring on. I'll be right back. Oh.
All right.
Oh, and
everybody. I'm assuming nobody fancy flying won't be any good for anyone.
Yeah.
This is not a prestige mod, I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think you said it.
No. Right, I'll put it over here in case it is. Does anybody want plus D10 damage?
Oh. I'll take that for my cooking plus 20.
All right. And Tim, you might want to discard down.
Are you doing a replenish or something? Oh, shit.
I'm getting a refill.
Shit. Okay.
So
I'll just discard the cooking.
Yeah, just discard. Does anybody want reallocate target?
What does that do again?
When you hit the wrong target because you missed, they parried with a hostage or even a fumble card, you can immediately play this and designate a new target instead. Depends on what you got in your hand.
I've got 2 move 5s and reach out and touch someone. So get somewhere quick and cast a spell from a fucking mile away. I'm gonna keep over those just in case.
Oh,
either one of you two use guns.
I use a shotgun, but it's back at the embassy at the moment. I was intending to go back and get it if.
I have a multi-kill.
Okay, might be useful for the crows. Although hopefully we're not getting into position. I was thinking about whether I need to go get bird shot for the shotgun. Or something for the shotgun for Fred.
All right, so next piece of business.
Reallocate target.
Large metal antenna on the roof and have it electrified.
Cybernetics, discard and redraw. Oh, I've got to replenish, by the way.
What would you guys
sounds like you guys have got a decent hand.
Oh, you do a replenish? So we could toss our cards?
If you wish, I can play it. I haven't played it yet. I'm just saying I have a replenish if you want
I
me to
too
play
have a replenish.
Lovely. My hand's not too bad. I've got a haste, a clog and greed to replenish and a skill 5, so it's so. Depends
I'm feeling like tossing my plenish and rolling the dice.
Okay.
I toss my plenish.
Let it discard first before doing that. So discard and then you put the replenish on top.
Whoops. Sorry.
That way you can limit retrieve it or whatever if necessary.
Get rid of that.
I'm just going to get one card.
That.
Oh, Matt, I ate all your ice cream to help you out.
Nice.
Okay, and I've got a lovely card.
Draw. Hey, look, I have a limited retrieve.
More plenish for you.
Yeah, so if you want, you can pull back the replenish. Or not, or hang on to it for something else. For example, I'm about to play a group training card, which you may or may not want to limit retrieve that instead.
What's that one do?
We all get a tick in a skill above learn. We've got to decide what that skill is. It's got to be a skill we all 3 of us have above learn, and we all 3 of us get a tick in it.
Can it be any skill, or is it?
Ooh! How's a horse?
A skill everyone in the party has above their current learn stat. Everyone then gets a check in that skill.
Did you say ride horse?
Matt and I have already got a tick in ride horse.
You'll never learn to ride a horse.
Yeah, that's fine. What about drive?
I don't believe Matt has drive.
I don't drive.
Shit.
What about shadow walk? Do you guys have shadow walk above?
Oh, that's a genius idea. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask if it could be anything, because some of them restrict if you can have spells.
It does not. It does not restrict. So it could be anything.
Shadow walk.
Shadow walk's good.
Walk through shadow. All right, we'll do that.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Nice.
All right.
Oh shit! I forgot to do this from last time.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, sorry, I hit the button.
Nope. All right. Good. That figures. Good enough. All right.
Alrighty.
I'm still concerned about you wanting to ride horse around. I mean, yeah, sure, it's something we've all thought about, but
All right. So, do we want to visit the lodge then and talk to Stella?
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we wait. I mean, we've got to kill time till night before sneaking into the manor house. So,
I mean, if you just wanted to crouch inside of the great building, go cut two, I'm good with that. But if you want to go talk to Stella,
Stella.
well, there's a
Yeah.
few places we haven't been to, so we might as well, do the whole.
Do the whole shebang.
Yeah, gather intelligence just in case. It may turn out to be a wash, but it's that thing if you don't know until you do it.
So
no problem. You guys head over to Lodge number 82.
Might be done.
What's that?
I believe it is plus 10% into medieval
Nice.
weapon of my choice.
Very nice.
So,
Then I limited retrieve it and play it again.
Well done, sir.
does that have a maximum that it can go up to?
Yeah, 60.
A medieval beatdown. Mm.
nice card.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, getting 20% onto a skill. Very nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
10 onto 2. Anyway, yes,
Yeah,
Stella.
he's up to 30 now. Anyway, she's an older lady.
I can
She's been-
tracks. You never
She's
know.
like, were you the ones that were looking for the room?
Yes, but we're actually interested in joining the lodge now.
Oh, I'm afraid that unless you have property
We do.
that comes
Yes,
bursting in and goes, bunch of people just bought the old gray building.
We smile.
Yes, we are the proud owners of the Great Building.
Ah, so you won't be needing that room for that. She says.
Not anymore. Thank you, though.
But we could maybe. No.
She looks a bit disappointed. We're gonna have to get Cyrus. Cyrus! Stella! Cyrus! Stella, we're not doing that bit. Get in here. Visitors. Oh.
We could still use the room later if you'd like.
Give me a seduction roll.
I was going to say, how old a lemur does Stella look?
60.
Alex don't give a shit.
I know, but
Yeah.
She goes, oh.
just remember, do you recall the Monty Python lemur skit?
I don't.
Don't.
Watch out, they spit. Amongst
Tim.
other things, but yes.
Tim.
Yes.
Sorry, TJ. You're watching Alex Kinley, really muscular and a little bit short, muscular dude, flirting with Grandma Lincoln.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You're trying not to.
It's easy. Watch. Oh, where'd they go? Look at that shit. They're gone. Look at that.
Give me a willpower times 4 roll. I'm thinking that your gaze will somehow
Curious.
draw it into it again. Because he's over there going, oh,
We don't even exist in my plain existence.
Jesus, I could be having sex on the table and you wouldn't notice.
No, what is this?
Oh,
They're
hold on.
gone.
Everybody take a moment to see what Pete has given us.
It's the llama sketch. It's the Monty Python llama sketch.
Oh, llamas.
Yeah.
I thought you said lemurs.
I can't click on it.
You'll probably have to. Oh no,
Yeah.
you should get a pop-up if you click on it saying confirm external link.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's not the one that actually shows the people doing stuff. That's just the audio.
Oh, it's the live at Drury Lane one, is it?
Mm. So anyway, yes. Who is the property owner? You are asked.
I am.
And you would like to join the Fraternal Orderhood of Badger?
Yes.
Or, sorry, Bobcat?
I was to say badger. That's a bobcat.
He's passed the first test. No problem. They fill out the paperwork. And they ask what your qualifications are for going to join such a prestigious organization.
Qualifications.
I am Lord Joshua McKay, OP, OBE.
Right.
I am the Alex Kindy who fought with your founding owner at the Battle of St. Angeles.
They slowly turn to the last guy and go, and are you the king?
Of course.
Of course.
I want a fast stock roll to pull that off.
Shouldn't be required to explain myself to you people.
Unfortunately, you can't sell it as well as Tim can. Colburn's fast stock, nowhere close to what Tim's is. But yes, for your other two, it seems you are maybe overqualified to join a town of 350 people's one like moose club thing. So yeah, no problem. All they need is your 1 gold piece each membership dues, and they'll even sign up your friend if you want.
All right. And OP is order of the pair, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Genovian pairs.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Of which I was given. Yep. All right. So 3 gold pieces, was it?
Yep.
All right.
They look impressed that you actually have money, and money to blow as well. They send for the town reporter to come and take notes on this. They find out he's not available. They take their own notes and they'll send it to him.
So So who's the head bobcat?
Well, that would be Mr. Johnson.
Does he come to the meetings?
Hasn't for about a week and a half.
And how often do you have meetings?
Once every week.
So he hasn't been here kind of since the crows turned up?
About them, no. By the way, stay out of the woods or they'll attack you.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Wonder if there's been any new discoveries in the woods.
No, I'm sure if there was, the lady says, and holy shit, Colburn, you feel a foot or paw or something like that running up and down your leg.
I look down.
It's her, but you're sitting next to Kinley, so she probably got it a little wrong.
I step on it.
She goes, oh, pulls back. Look at Kinley.
And then I go back to them not existing.
Anyway, she says, no, I'm sure if there was a new thing, it would have been in the newspaper.
Except if it's happened within the last week.
Yeah, because the newspaper comes out every 2 weeks.
Right.
Do you not have like a town crier or something, or someone who announces like emergency news that is like can't wait 2 weeks?
Unfortunately, the town crier died of depression sometime back.
Does the lodge have memorabilia of items that have been found in the area? Anything like that?
No, but we do have things that you can buy. We have
A fez.
what's it called? No. They're not that fancy. We have tabards that you can get, and they've got like a picture of a bobcat on it. And you notice that one of the tabards, it looks like an older tabard or whatever, has some strange symbol. It's just kind of sitting in the back.
No. Is this for?
Sensual hobo.
Is this for? Oh. Oh my god.
Oh, that's your magazine there, Sensual.
That was the magazine. That's right. It was Sensual Hobo.
Yeah.
That's reading.
One of them has that symbol on it.
Yeah, just for Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's on
think
sale for you can get 5 tabards for a gold piece. So if you want to buy them that.
The funniest thing is that Sensual Hobo, I think you might have sent, or someone might have sent me that image. There's a guy at work who looks just like that.
You should fucking send it to him.
No, I did. I showed it on my phone. I'm like, look at that. And he was like, fuck. He even has that whole same beard with the same
Oh,
amount of
really?
greyness in it. Yeah. And I was like, Eamon, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh my God.
Gotta make a side job.
It was so
I've
funny.
been caught out.
I decided
that-
you young and needed the money.
That old tabard there, I noticed it's a bit different to the others.
Oh, yes. People were playing around with design ideas at one time. She shrugs. If you'd like it, we could throw it into any order of 3 tabards or more.
Should you get it for Freddy?
Yeah, it'll get destroyed very quickly, though.
Yes, but if he wakes up wearing it, he may just start screaming. And it's 5 tabards for 1 gold piece, so it's a good deal for tabards.
We'll have to consider that later on.
Mm-hmm.
5 tabards, 1 gold piece.
Mm-hmm.
10 tabards is the value of a home here and property. Interesting. These are really nice tabards you have here.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Modern
10 gold pieces for
Yeah.
the, yeah. So 50 tabards you can buy a home.
Tabards, you can buy a home.
Mhm.
Or make a home out of the tabards.
Right.
Hey, yes. One of
Damn,
those
that's a fancy man.
Tent City. All right. Is there any? Does the lodge have anything like journals of the settlers or anything of that nature?
No, but they do have a large common room with some places for people to sit. And the most important piece of furniture here, a podium.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da, da, da.
So for reading out our famous quote poem things.
There's a podium.
Yeah. I want to feel like I need to go and do a lecture.
Oh, God. Are there any lemurs under the podium?
Right, he's looking onto the podium, so you see him duck down behind the podium, and Kinley, you're starting to think maybe your lecture could get a little bit spicy. Just like in the Police Academy movie. That's the kind of lecture you want to get.
When a woman does this, as a man, you should be doing this.
So,
Right. Anyone else, or do we want to just go to the big creepy manor?
Our library's in somebody's house. We've gone to the old building.
Have we asked, does anyone have any, like, we asked about the house people and they've all kind of fucked off.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. We'll
Have we tracked
that's
any
a
of the
good
house
question.
people down?
Yeah. Do you know the people that used to work at the manor? I understand that a couple of them are running tours now.
oh yeah, they direct you over to Emo Johnson. He used to be the butler over there.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We shall exit stage left and go talk to Emil Johnson.
He's the one at Miscellaneous Homes. You go talk to Emil Johnson, and he says, "Oh, are you here for a tour? We're not running tours right now." He's got like peck marks on his head and shit. He's like, "No tours right now."
What happened?
Birds. Fucking birds, he says. But I've got something that'll deal with them. Oh, yes, I do.
What have you got?
I ordered a shotgun from town, Bakersfield.
Nice.
Yeah. Once that comes, that will change everything, he says. I'm expecting it tomorrow. How can I help you folks? Just looking for tours, huh?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. We're having a bit of a bird problem now.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your time.
However,
could you?
go ahead, Mickey.
No, go for it.
How long did you work up at the manor house?
Oh, close to, well, at this manor house or for the Johnsons?
For the Johnsons, both.
20 years.
Oh, that's a good long time.
20 years for what?
Butlering. I was a butler.
At the manor house or for the Johnsons?
For the Johnsons. The manor house has only been in existence for a year and a half, 2 years, something like that.
Really?
Yes.
So what was there before that?
I think it was some sort of elvish burial ground or
sites.
something. I don't know.
Logan, I take
And
off
why
like
did he let you go?
Well, unfortunately, just didn't have the work and the income with them closing down the lumber yard. I understood. Up until we had this bird problem, I was making a lot more money doing the tours and such. But he said he couldn't afford to keep me on, although he did pay me a very generous severance package and help me get started in the tour thing. He's a great man, Mr. Johnson is. The son, I mean, not the father. The father has died. He was a great man too, but he took that mortal wound in the Battle of San Angeles. It took him nearly a year to expire from it.
I know. I was there.
Did you mortally wound Mr. Johnson, sir?
No, I fought by his side.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you.
Yes.
He looks at the camera like, I don't know what to go.
Logan, I'm going to test this guy. I take my jacket off.
He says.
I go to drop it on the floor.
Oh, God, here we go.
He attempts to figure out what.
Butler. He tends to.
He grabs it as it's starting to fall. He goes, "Oh, let me help you with that, sir." He
Thank you.
puts it up on the hook.
Appreciate it.
Certainly.
He was a butler.
The butlering is strong with this one.
Yes.
I knew that. He says.
Any other man would have just dropped that shit and watched and gone, what the fuck wrong?
He bustled the shit out of that coat.
Nice. Folded it, dusted it off.
That's it. So, yep, on the hook. There we go. Like, god damn.
He says, "Are you trying to hire me as a butler, sir?"
No, but if we ever need one, you'll be the man.
Hmm.
But by
What are your rates?
Yeah, what's your rates?
Everybody's like, we haven't had anybody to take a role.
They've all been clearly saving up their roles for this moment.
He looks absolutely baffled. Hold on a
I'm
second.
glad he's getting them out now, though. So
What a fucked up interview for a job. Guy walks in, throws the jacket on the floor. Dude dives on the ground to catch it.
It's good that Logan's getting these rolls out now, though. So combat, he'll just be fumbling like he normally does.
Like normal, yeah. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm looking for the rates and shit because they actually have them. Sorry, I had no idea you guys were gonna fucking hire a butler in the middle of this fucking module.
Are you saying after all these years you don't expect shit like this?
And he's like, I don't know why nobody gets to the bonus round.
After me and Justin bought up half of Dunwich, and basically turned it into a casino.
Right,
You're
right.
not surprised about this.
He says, 4 gold a month, sir.
That's almost a. That's a tavern, man. Come now.
I think you'll find that's a lot of tabards.
It's unacceptable.
It's almost a tavern.
That's like
Bro,
20. That's like 20 tabards a month.
He says, yes, but I'm a very good butler.
I
You
see.
must be a exceptional butler for 4 gold a month.
I am, but also I was making really good money doing this, and I think that the birds are just a passing thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If you want to keep up with the tourism side of things.
Oh yeah. Well, plus, if you're a butler, unless your master dies and leaves you a lot of money in his will, you're just out of a job if they decide you're out of a job.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Very true.
yeah.
Well, we could always write up in the will that if we die, he gets the property here in town.
What? No, because we come back. And then you sign it over to him.
He looks more wary.
Beautiful. As an aside, I've got to play immediately.
Yay!
No.
Oh no!
Killing is wrong.
Oh
And-
no!
I no longer have any points towards cold-blooded killing. So,
Killing is wrong.
I-
What's that do?
That's just for
if
him.
you have any points towards cold-blooded killing, discard all cards immediately. If you have no points towards cold-blooded killing,
How'd you,
refill
how'd
your
you
hand.
get rid of points you've lost?
I died. I got reset. I died
Ooh.
more than normal.
He
My
went
death
through
was
mega death.
greater than
Did you use the light tower?
my death was a mega death. I basically got reset.
Did you use the tower, the lighthouse?
No.
Oh.
I'm only going to draw one card.
The Super Tower of Death.
Matt, you got
Nah,
cards.
it's the lighthouse.
Oh,
No,
shit.
I didn't jump out the lighthouse and try and land on someone's head.
Plus 10 skill, damage, reach out, touch someone. I want to keep these 2 move 5s just in case I need to get someone really quickly. Skill 10.
So, did you get any actual pictures of the bird slogan?
Anyone?
Yeah. I figured you guys knew what crows looked like.
So is that like a blue dog?
Right. That's exactly.
No. I meant like pictures showing lots and lots of crows ominously.
Matt, you got too many cards.
What? Stop giving me cards. Fuck, Todd. So here in the damage played.
Worth it. So anyway,
Use minimal.
after getting to mess with Matt a little bit more,
So, what sort of person was John Johnson to work for?
he's a good man. He came up with at least a good idea. He could see which way the things were going. He's a bit of an introvert. Liked long walks in the woods.
Right.
Any hobbies?
Yes.
So,
Would he be into elven artifacts by any chance, would he?
My God, you're good. Well, yes, of course, he is interested. He is a bit into of an anthropologist, self-taught. And yes, well, I mean, since we were near a major mass elven burial ground and such, he figured it'd be a good place to maybe dig up some arrowheads.
I don't suppose you know if maybe a week or week and a half ago he made a really good discovery.
I didn't tell me, sir.
is there anybody he would tell? Does he have a sweetheart in town?
No, I'm afraid not. And yes, he's always been a bit of a loner.
Of course. The town hall,
Oh, yes.
the writing. Do you know where that came from?
He makes his local town that he lives in lore roll and says, yes, they'd heard the elves using it as a battle cry, and they thought it sounded very cool, and so they decided to make it into their town motto.
So you don't actually know what it means.
No, nobody can speak Elvish, he says, except for elves. And they're just savages.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's hilarious.
Okay.
He looks blankly at you.
Ding, 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 ding.
I just thought, yes, Mr. Johnson, being an amateur anthropologist, may have attempted to learn their language.
A respectable man would learn their language.
He says, I'm sorry, sir, but I'm forced to agree with the this one. He points at the fireman.
You got yourself a mini fridge in your room there, Matt.
He stopped leaving his room altogether now. He just sits in there and masturbates.
Unless he's got the water supply there in the background.
He's making it into like a fortress of solitude and stuff. He's going to get the Superman logo going, is my guess.
I'm one of those end of the world preppers.
Ah, yes.
For a very small disaster.
Yeah, very small. Local disaster.
Yeah,
Local
something goes for no more than a couple of days, and then he's out again.
As long as Just Eat still delivers. At the end of the world, I'll be fine.
As long as you don't lose power,
shit,
because then
Logan.
everything in the fridge is stuff.
Yeah.
Logan, you better get the fuck out of there. I know what's keeping you there now.
Extra food storage.
It's emergency.
Or if it gets really cold at night, he's going to reenact a scene in Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Deliverance. I'm glad you said that.
Don't play with your food.
I'm sure Siamese twins come before Deliverance.
The sad thing is that when he was talking about an end of the world food delivery man, a post-apocalyptic food delivery man, I was like, that's a character concept that could work in this campaign.
Well, you had the Postman, the novel The Postman, also the semi-so-so film with
Right.
Costner.
Right,
Terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, for this game, you could actually make a post-apocalyptic food delivery guy, and that character concept would work. You'd have useful skills.
I didn't like the Postman. I almost liked it at least as much as I did that fucking one with Mel Gibson, The Patriot. What a load of bollocks that was.
Mm.
Or Waterworld. Don't forget Waterworld.
No, Waterworld was half decent. At least had a half decent storyline.
Mm.
But
So,
Patriot
yes.
shit.
Yeah, we're supposed to make fun of most of the Kevin Costner movies, so it's just part of acceptable behavior.
Okay.
Like not peeing on people.
So he's an amateur anthropologist, used to take long walks in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Has he got a Tinder account?
He just stares at you. I think I've got some kindling nearby, he says.
Are you looking for long walks in the woods?
No, because I just thought he's an amateur anthropologist that likes long walks in the wood.
In that case, it might be a Grindr account.
Yes.
Jesus.
Sorry, I better say for the people out there, just in case there's any anthropologists watching, I'm not saying that all anthropologists are homosexuals. I'm not trying to.
Just the ones that Matt knows.
The one Matt's found.
Just the one Matt's found is his new special.
All right, so back to the anthropologist in charge here. Logan, what else is going on in the room?
In his room, nothing. He's talking to you. He doesn't have a little circus going on.
Well, you saying that now, but
he's got a bear and some cubs over there.
Oh shit! There's a bear on a unicycle.
just a sleeping puppy.
I'm so fucking doing that if I run another game. There's two doors in the background. They open up and the fucking circus train goes. Oh, that's good.
I can just see your players, especially if you got some of the straight-laced ones. Anything else in the room? That bears right here. There's like,
No, you got to do the scene where the guy you're interviewing is like really straight laced, and he's like, "Let me just
Very
get you.
serious.
Let me just get you that out of the back door here." And he opens it up, and it's going on in the background. He's like, "Yes, yes." So anyway, he shuts the door, and is like, "Hold on, what the fuck is going on in there? What?"
Yeah, no, the fucking closet that he opens up to hand everybody their fucking jackets back is a room filled with people wearing leather costumes, all writhing in a huge pile on top of a guy dressed as a beetle.
Yo, happy.
Oh,
such a good show.
Such a good show. So pissed off they're not making a third season.
Mm,
You bastards.
mm.
The Boys. That's the next one you should all track down.
I've got it. I've got it on my
first two
computer. I'll check
episodes.
it out.
The what?
The
Boys.
Oh yeah. So this is the superhero one, right?
Yeah,
That looks
I've-
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought you said at first The Voice. I was like, I'm not watching that shit.
What? It's fabulous.
Oh god damn it, no. Horrible.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
Let's solve this so we can get
Tim?
to the mystery ship. The
Oh,
extra ship.
Tim? Over to Tim.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Pete has
Oh, yes.
everything. Anything that can be collected, Pete owns. You know,
Yeah, I read them years and years ago.
if you look off camera, it's actually the warehouse from Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's just off to its left, and there's guys that bring him shit.
He's just sitting in one corner of a massive warehouse. Just
That'd be fucking great.
Ah, look, it's massive.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
That's a lot of shit.
yes.
Is that Cthulhu?
yes.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
I got one of those too.
Ah, nice.
And on the other side, face
What?
huggers.
Do I have a Cthulhu near me?
I have no Cthulhu.
Oh, sucks to be you, Logan.
I know.
I've got multiple Cthulhus around here, actually. Got little ones like that one, and
Now your voice is coming in differently than it was a minute ago. Ah, there you
yeah,
go.
that's because the mic moved.
Oh.
And this is where I keep my peanuts.
Wow, I heard that wrong.
Not my penis.
That'd be funnier.
It would barely fit.
All right. Shall we go and kill time at the grey house until evening? Unless there's somebody else you want to go talk to.
Yes. Are we going to go in at night then? Is that not
Yeah.
the best thing that we can do it tonight?
That's what I'm saying about killing time.
Unless there's anyone else. Yeah, unless you guys want anything else to.
I can't think of anything else to do off the top of my head. That seems to be the next lead at
Can we
the
have
moment.
the map back up, please?
Mop.
The other thing we can do is that if there's any additional gear that we want, we can nick back to the embassy and get it.
Yeah. Did we actually go in the general store? Or did we just?
No, we haven't yet.
Yeah.
So public house, we've been in there. We've been to the newspaper. We haven't looked at the lumber works, even though it's closed.
Hmm.
We didn't find the drunk guy, did we?
No.
He might be in the lumber works.
Yeah, that's possible if it's
Town
because,
hall.
unless there's some abandoned houses. Looks like there's
Boarding
presumably a
house.
school or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that looks like a. Is that
Baseball field or
Yeah,
something.
baseball pitch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. F.
The lemurs. Love it.
Where's their dance club?
So we haven't been to the library.
Do they have a club? Nightclub on this map? No?
No,
Nightclub.
These are not the kind that like to move it.
no.
No. Logan, let's just quickly go via the library.
right.
If there's anything particular there, we're not doing research. Just is there anything?
Research will definitely burn some fucking time if you're wanting to just.
I don't know. If
Well,
I don't
Depends
know
on what the
we will.
library's got. If the library's got any, especially if it's got the old newspapers there or anything, or if it's got any journals from people that have lived in the town, stuff like that.
Does it have anything like that?
It might well indeed. You go to Johnstown Public Library, and inside it looks like the library very much has the feeling of a residence, although the one that belongs to a raging bibliophile. Nearly every available inch of wall space is covered in bookshelves, including along the staircase. The rooms themselves have leather reading chairs, reading lamps, end tables, and welcoming arrangements. In the foyer is where Doris Johnson, the current librarian, spends her days. This library is pretty. Actually, it's big enough that it could be like the Library of Bakersfield, actually. So yeah,
Quite impressive, just from what you said about it.
Yes, you are happy with it. There's all kinds of shit here. There's donated family collections, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, okay. There is that sort of stuff here. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
We will do research and ask the librarian if she's been around for a while. She may know stuff as well.
Certainly. She's happy to tell you what she knows. She says it's amazing how the arrival of a few birds can affect someone. I've had people in here all week asking if we have any books on how to remove the elvish curse from the town. Books on elvish curses. Can you imagine?
Is there any?
No. Elves don't really get into the whole reading and writing, I'm afraid. They're a bit backward for that.
Not some of the ones I've met.
Well,
And killed.
She says. Smile, nod. Let's see. The general history of Johnstown. You know why the lumberyard closed already. Let's see. Everybody give me a research roll for more information. Just at full. It's easy to find. The librarian's happy to help you to find information on stuff.
Quota.
Great. I'm just going to give you all kinds of different shit, except for Colburn.
Remind me why did the
look for the pop-up section again.
Just remind me while the lumberyard closed again. I think I was downstairs.
It was easier to get wood from another town that was on the river because they could ship
the river
were cheaper.
Fucking next town had beavers instead of lemurs.
That's right.
Take your card. I like that.
There's a bunch of dirty beavers.
They undercut. They undercut the lemurs.
Some more information you guys find. Let's see.
I do like dirty beavers.
And that's what you guys get for dirty beavers. I am the sole survivor.
Oh.
Ah!
Apparently that beaver was too dirty.
If you could put it back to the other section, please, Logan.
Oh, sorry.
Discard down to 0.
Is there anything worth leaving on top? I probably don't have anything worth leaving on top.
I've got to replenish.
All right. Yeah.
Tim needs to discard down to 4 anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
I need to put
that dirty beaver.
Okay, a couple of other interesting things. Recently, this place had become a popular autumn vacation spot for wealthy youngsters, mostly, of course, from San Angeles, or the ever boring as fuck Bakersfield, who came in and stuff. A lot of the newspaper was starting to get into like a little bit of who's fucking who gossip column type stuff, although they didn't put it like that. It's like so-and-so's been seen with such and such, that kind of thing. As far as general information on crows, large flock.
You were sole survivor.
I'm playing cards.
Okay.
Let's see. Large flock and aggressive behavior, like having a big flock of crows and having them be aggressive, really weird. Crows are a little bit more antisocial than that. Although, if somebody gets perceived as a threat, they will attack. Now, a little bit of interesting stuff that you find in this is this town actually wasn't founded by the guy who had the mortal wound. He was the guy who popularized it and all that. But the town itself was actually made by somebody named John, who was wandering through on foot. He never did give any other name, but he helped set up the town. Some have called him John the Walker or John the Wanderer, because after the town was completed and a small government set up to run it, with the Johnson in it, this guy left. And it was said that he left swiftly.
Sorry, you said the last bit. I missed it when I was coming up the stairs.
The town was made by somebody named John, who was wandering through on foot. He never did give any other name, but he helped set up the town. Some have called him John the Walker or John the Wanderer, because after the town was completed and a small government set up to help run it, he left swiftly.
Oh. Okay. So, while you guys are researching, I'll see what else I can get out of the secretary here.
The librarian, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, the librarian.
Dear God, man, haven't you put enough things and gotten enough things out of these lemurs?
So, I'm interested in your adult book section.
Give me a seduction roll as you take her off the. Right. Try to fail the other two. Try to fail me listen rolls. You want to fail. Just fail it, and it's fine. Everything's okay. Nothing to notice here. Just fail it. Colbert is rolling the wrong thing, but keep trying to listen. He's so distracted he can't hit his listen roll. McKay's just kind of face palming a bit.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be busy for a while, if she can even walk again after this. Colburn is a happy boy because he hears nothing. He sees nothing. He's just sitting there. He's looking. He's flipping pages in the book, going, ah. It shows the big book of pop-up phobias. Ah. Yes, that is an actual book, and I think everybody should give one to somebody else as a Christmas gift.
Pop-up phobias.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's great.
Yeah. Do you own a copy?
I haven't bought one.
You should
But
get
I have
one for Kurgan.
seen it.
You should get one for Kurgan. That way he can go, ah.
I think one of them was like a bathroom.
A lot of people are scared of toilets, especially when they're young. That's why you fucking leave a monster in it. That'll help with potty training. It gets the shit out. I'm so happy at it. What are you? Oh, your wrapper is coming through like thunder, Matthew.
Yeah, I'm done now.
Eat more cherries.
Hmm.
He's like, nope, fuck that, candy time. My healthy thing was from 1:15 to 1:20 p.m. It's done now. Let it go, Logan. So, right, that seems to be the main gist of things at the library, although it's a potentially useful resource for in future unless the town is destroyed, which it probably will be. But, so you guys want to go back to the gray building, hang out for another hour or so, and then slink out at night like a bunch of common beavers?
Yes, except for a slight difference. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I thought we were just going to hit up the general store before we do that, just so we can check that place out.
Oh, certainly. You go to Maud Johnson's general store. It's got canned goods, dried goods, basic hardware, tools, work clothes, household items, locally grown fruits, vegetables, shit like that.
How good do the vegetables look now? Are they in a
Fine.
bad? No. Okay, so not picked apart or anything, or
No.
damn crows.
No. She says, yeah, hey, you're the first tourist I've seen in a while.
We're not tourists.
That would explain it, she says.
We're new owners.
Oh, really? What's your name?
Joshua McKay.
Joshua McKay Johnson, she says, extending her clawed hand. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too, man.
She says,
Wait, her name is Joshua McKay Johnson?
she says, no, I'm Maud Johnson. He's Joshua McKay Johnson.
Huh. So is that your town shtick? Everybody's last name is automatically Johnson. Got it.
I'm not sure. I just heard him say his name was Joshua McKay Johnson. I don't know about who the shtick person is.
Johnson.
Stick
Johnson.
Ah, Shtick Johnson. She shakes her hand. I'm glad to meet you. My name is Maud.
And I'm Alex Kinney Johnson. It's a pleasure to meet you, young lady.
The 60-year-old lady goes, everybody here seems to be old for some reason, but Kinley is fucking plowing through them like a fucking tornado.
Old lemurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it just looks to me like this town could do with some repopulating.
So you're starting with all the ones that are past their childbearing years just to get your penis into practice. I understand.
You gotta start somewhere.
She says, yeah. Well, don't you worry about these crows. They're just near a natural disaster like that freak blizzard last May that nearly buried the town. They'll go away. Well, we don't have freak blizzards here in California, she says, marking off that rumor. Don't you worry about it. There you go. She says, I blame this all on Sheriff Johnson. If I could figure out how he'd make those crows do his biddings. He hates them out-of-towners coming in and tromping through the woods right before hunting season starts.
Sheriff Johnson's a hunter, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, where do we find him?
At the sheriff's office.
She nods. She says, Joshua McKay Johnson is right.
What? He doesn't have a home here? Or is it part of the station?
Oh, I'm sure he has a home, but, you know, he's not right now.
He's not right. He's a Johnson.
That's right, Stick Johnson, she says.
Right Johnson's a different Johnson.
That's correct, Stick.
But the birds have only been here for like, what, just over a week?
Yes.
How do you know he controls them?
I think he uses strange mind powers on him, she says.
Has he tried using his strange mind powers on you?
No, but he has, she points at Kinley.
True.
All right. Thank you, man.
She nods.
Good day to you.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day, Shtick, she says. You guys head out. Where to?
But I can
The
make
sheriff's
bacon out
office.
of these people.
Where'd you say you're going?
Sheriff's office.
Right. You guys head over to the sheriff's office. It consists of one large open room with a desk for the Sheriff Johnson and a smaller pair of desks, and then the back is a small holding cell. It's currently empty. The sheriff.
There.
Huh?
Sorry, go.
Sheriff's name is Henry Johnson. And he says, tourists?
Oh. No, new landowners.
Oh, you must be the ones that just bought the Gray building.
That's right.
Oh, welcome to town. He shakes your hand. What's your name?
Joshua McKay.
Joshua McKay Johnson. Good to meet you.
Johnson.
Hello, Johnson.
What was his name again? Sorry.
Johnson.
And Mr. Johnson. I'm Henry Johnson.
Henry.
Johnson.
Johnson. He says, Johnson.
I understand you do a bit of hunting around here, Sheriff Johnson.
That's right. Well, why are you Johnson and Johnson hunters?
Yes.
Ah, wow. That's great. I'll tell you what. If these crows don't go in a couple weeks, hunting season will start. I don't think we'll have a problem after that. And if we do, we'll just get boom, 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 and I'll be done. But I'll tell you what, if everyone keeps their wits about them, we'll get through this together. What we don't need is someone else losing their head and running off into the woods like John Johnson did. Yeah, let me know if you see him anywhere. That boy needs to be locked up for his own good.
You saw him running off into the woods?
That's right.
When was that?
I don't know, probably a week and a half ago, something like that.
In your hunting in the woods, have you
Mhm.
found anything of interest besides the trees and stuff?
Yes, I did. I found a 10-point buck. He shows you a vaguely lizard. Imagine a lizard mixed with a deer. That's what they get.
Nice. What about any old I was going to say Aboriginal. Any old Elvish ruins or
He says, no Aborigines for me. I'm full.
any Elvish ruins or anything of that nature?
No. If we did, we would just have to destroy it and stuff. Otherwise, it pisses them off, the spirits of them and whatnot. Did you know that our town is built on top of one authentic, genuine Elvish burial ground?
Apparently so.
That's part of the tourist attraction. That way you can show further disrespect to the dead elves by walking on them.
What happened to the totems or the other items that they had? Have they been put on display somewhere?
If by put on display you mean chopped down and buried, yes. Chopped down, burned, and buried, yes. That sort of display, absolutely.
Okay, well that's unfortunate.
Well, if they learned how to make more sturdy of art, we wouldn't have to do that.
Oh no,
They are very primitive.
I hear they go for quite a lot of money over on the on the mainlands.
Really?
Yes.
I have to bring in some friends of mine because I'm thinking that within maybe 100 or 200 kilometers of here might be a tribe. Maybe we can enslave them and force them to make some of their native art. Where can I sell it?
Well, I know a large totem pole with a dragon's head mounted on top of it was given as a gift to Princess Stanny and sent off to Melwicks. So
Thank you very much. I think you've given me a new hobby, he says.
That became all the rage.
Perfect. He looks forward eagerly to the time where he can massacre more elves. And now for profit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we'll see who gets massacred. Okay, thank you very much.
Do you
Sheriff.
one question?
Oh, sorry, go, Alex.
Yeah. Do you know why certain rumors are going around town that you seem to have control over these crows?
Control? Johnson? I'm not sure what you mean.
I don't know.
Do explain, Johnson.
Empathy when he does that.
Go for it.
Got it by half.
He seems a bit nervous. He says, I agree with Johnson.
Agree with him with what?
With what he
Do
said?
explain.
Yes.
What did you say?
I said, I agree with Johnson.
What did he... Shush.
Johnson,
what did you say?
I said do explain.
And I agreed.
That's what people around town have been saying.
That's ridiculous. What a load of hooey.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Not really, he says. It sounds like the ravings of a depraved person.
Person? You were about to say someone particular.
Now, I hate to speak out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What? Well, I was just going to say, it sounds like the kind of thing that Dutton would put in his newspaper. Dutton Johnson, that is.
All right. I'm still starting to get a pattern here. Thanks for your time.
Certainly.
As we're on the way out, I'm like, these guys are just fucking hick folks that are basically blaming each other for it.
Pretty much. About the only lead we've got is breaking into the manor house, because that's where it seems to be where the most crows are.
Yeah.
Is there?
However,
any...
that could just be because crows prefer the highest vantage point.
True. But
True.
also at the same time, I just think it's one of those things where if we go around talking to people, all we're going to get is like, this person did this, so he must be guilty. No, I'm not guilty. This person's guilty. So apart from breaking into everyone's houses,
Line them up the street.
All right. So, is there any? So the second story window, Logan.
Mm-hmm. It was slightly open, but I mean, if you guys have like lock picks and skill to use them, then that's for the most desperate of thieves who have no thieving skill at all. That's like, look, I think I can get into a house. Can you just going through the pick a lock? That's for those people.
Well, I know 2 of us don't have any skill in lock picking. I don't know about Alex.
Really?
So there is a second story window.
Yes. Anyone know what it looked like in regards to getting to it? Is there vines inside the building?
No, it didn't look like a overly difficult climb because they had an overly elaborate wall with all the carvings and shit. So
Yep.
It didn't look like a hard climb.
That's like for the people that have no skill at all. Like, right, so what's the climb roll?
Now, the only tricky part will be getting into the grounds without being spotted and stuff. I mean, for that, you have to do something like go to the back of the wall or something to climb over and hope that they didn't put embedded glass in the top, which a lot of cultures do, or embedded pottery, which isn't quite as bad as embedded glass, but still can cut up your hands pretty good.
Yeah. So how many stories was the grey house?
I believe 2.
All right. From the top story of the grey house, using my binoculars, I have a look at the wall.
Oh, that gray house. It's 1 and then like a storage thing that you can climb out of. They've got like a little door you can climb out. It's like a quarter story that sticks up on top.
Okay.
So you climb out and you're like, I got binoculars. You see a giant black soulless eyes.
So there's the crow on the roof here with me.
What time of night is it?
It's not yet.
Coming into the light.
He froze. You froze.
No, you're moving for me.
Oh, you are now, but there you go.
Oh, no. Nope, he's gone.
Logan, you're gone.
And it's actually gone offline.
Yeah.
No one's done anything funny.
So, because what we can do is we can trump back to the embassy and get things like climbing rope if we need stuff to put over the wall, if it's got shards, whatever, if there's any gear you guys want.
Yeah.
I do in my backpack have a
grappling
hook gun.
Wow.
Still got that, have you?
Why would I have anything else? I keep all my shit on me, McKay.
Brilliant.
My guy's like walking around. I don't put anything
that's why.
in the fucking embassy.
Well, that's why I left a shotgun back at the embassy. I just brought my bow with me and I left a shotgun back at the embassy. So I thought, if it looks like we need something like the shotgun.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And it's not recording at the moment.
It says it is. Hold on, I'm going to try making a new thing just in case. Is that going?
Yes, it's showing live. Well, to say that was a very ending to the adventure. It was not what I expected.
Hmm.
It went in a completely different direction to how I expected.
Yeah, who would have thought that the answer would be so simple?
Yes.
Is TJ hearing us?
Good job. I didn't expect a duck angle.
No.
Mm.
For some reason, TJ's camera is kind of grayed out.
It's
Not
fine
for
with me.
me. It's fine for me.
But what I want to know, TJ, is did you really have to stick your dick in that duck?
Oh, I know why it's grayed out. Hold on.
Because you did it.
Thought the
Well-
saying was one in the duck and two in the buck. Thanks for taking care of the buck.
Oh yeah, anytime.
Hold on a minute. Oh. Okay.
You want somebody to love?
Is everybody back?
No.
Hooray.
No.
Okay. Pete, is it working?
It appears to be saying live. I'm showing it as live.
Funny
I
thing
can
is,
see it.
it's showing 3 hours already, so maybe
Nice.
Yeah,
just
it's showing
continue
3
on.
hours 6 minutes.
Good job taking care of those aliens.
hmm Well, stranger should mention that. I know where there's another alien spaceship and 27 alien probes now. And I met
Matt just raised his eyebrow.
I met a alternate Doc Fulton and Mildred. They had
Oh.
both had goatees. So I met the good version of Mildred and the good version of Doc Fulton.
What the hell?
Yes, Mildred was quite amused by seeing a goatee version of herself. But yes, I now know where there's another grey spaceship.
Because you
One
need
better
more.
repair than the one that's sitting in the garage of the embassy.
Until the PCs get to it.
That's right. Yeah, getting it back to the embassy or doing something with it before somebody finds it, that is the challenge. Anyhow, all right. Was there anything anybody wants, speaking of the embassy, is there anything anybody wants to get from the embassy before we decide to go in at night?
Yes, my axe.
Yes, we do. We probably do have a little bit of time to do that if you really want to do that.
Hmm.
A deposit on a couple more.
Hmm. Do you have money?
Oh, yeah?
Yes, we do. We
Hmm.
obtain money from a mysterious source that we cannot speak of.
Hmm.
No.
Cool. I sure hope this is recording and shit.
So to do it,
You know,
one of
you
it,
could always just completely crash this one down and start a whole fucking...
yeah. If you're not sure, yeah. If you want to just
Well, that's the thing is, even if you do that, then it comes back because this one saves the shit. Hold on, there's a way to see what the thing.
yeah.
Oh.
You could see it in there, couldn't you?
How do I see the stream output, but how do I go to, oh wait, live dashboard? Hmm?
Yeah, it was one of the.
Oh, it says it's on my live thing, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, if it's saying it's recording, then
We're just gonna have to trust it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the concerning part is that it crashed and came back supposedly still recording. That's the part that makes me think it's fucking broke.
unless it did literally just have a hiccup and it did manage
Yeah.
to keep recording.
That could be as well.
I like to fail on the side of extra caution, but hey, Logan, your show. Let's do this.
Well, I agree, but at the same time, if it's just full restarting is going to be the same. It's
Well, I was gonna say what we could do is switch to duck because I can, even though duck sometimes crashes, I can fucking tell it's working and stuff. Unlike this one, where I'm currently uncertain.
yes.
Whatever makes you comfortable.
Let's do that.
I'll make sure this gets recorded.
All right, I'm going to end the stream on this, and then I'll start up. Okay, we're back in the duck. Please continue with your discussions. Oh wait, you're just going to go buy your swords axes and shit.
Yeah. So to make this work, I will need to stay here. You have a trump of me, don't you, Colburn? I think
Yes.
I got a trump of me. Yeah. All right. So to make this work, I will need to stay here, so that whether or not you and Alex go or just you go, quickly go buy, put down deposit for more, and then come back and then find a spot. Then.
So this is where we enter the tricky part. How the hell do I get there?
I have a trump you can use.
Ooh.
Now, that's part of the tricky part. No problem with getting him there. It shows.
Now, before you go, there's a couple of things you need to consider. One is that you'll be on foot for part of it, and then you need to take like a water taxi or something because their transport's been pretty much shut down. The Trump will put you into a corridor in a hotel in the corner of a corridor, like near the fire door. So it looks like you're just walking around the corner.
Yeah.
And you'll need to get somewhere private to contact me back, and so you can come back through here. So that otherwise people will freak out.
Got it covered.
The only other thing is that there are a lot of pickpockets around, so
I'll put the belt on.
Yeah. So put the money belt on, the traveler's belt on, and stash your gear.
Now, is he going by himself there?
Well, Alex could go if Alex wants to go, but I need to stay back here because it's the only way they'll be able to get back here.
Is there anything you need to do, Pete?
No, well, I was just wondering if we needed rope. There's rope back at the embassy. If we don't need rope, like there's spider rope back at the embassy. If we don't think we need rope.
We do need rope. I don't have any rope. Remember, the rope got fucked up.
As you probably have more things that you know of is at the embassy, I can give you the trump of me that I have.
Oh, okay.
And then you can use that to get back to me if you'd like.
Okay. You can do it that way.
Oh, that will help because Colburn has only been there once, and in that city, it's super confusing. By the way, the other thing seems to have worked fine. So if this one freezes up, we can always try that one again. Plus, one I can adjust your individual volumes. Where on this, I can't.
Yeah, that was a nice feature.
Do you want to go back to that because it worked?
Yeah, I don't mind if it's easier for you.
Yeah, whichever you find easier.
Back again we go. I'll put up a new link.
Whee!
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's
A lot of fucking editing for you, mate.
Yep.